Hey guys, this is Alana Terry bringing you an outdoor Alaska edition. I apologize for being a day late. Usually I hop in here on Fridays. I hope you can understand how easy it is to lose track of the days of the week at this funny time. But here I am. It is Saturday morning, gorgeous here from our Alaska backyard. And today I wanted to talk to you about tips for avoiding distraction, specifically like digital distraction, but kind of all kinds of distraction. So first of all, our brains have gotten so used to constant input and constant data and streams of information coming in that really the first trick for kind of overcoming those distractions, or we could use the word addiction. It can be a loaded word, so don't read too much into that. But one thing that we can do to kind of overcome our propensity to need this constant stream of input is to train our minds. So a digital detox can be great for that. Another thing that can be really great for just helping you increase your focus is by practicing some prayer, some meditation, things like that, that kind of just train your brain to slow down and to not need this constant streams of information that we're so used to. Another tip for avoiding distraction is just to make your distractions harder to get to. Okay, so this is a lot more practical. I've got a Chrome extension called the Newsfeed Eradicator, and basically all it does is it keeps me from being able to search and scroll on Facebook. I can still go into groups, I can still see messages, but I can't just mindlessly scroll to see what people have had for breakfast or things like that. You can get apps for your phone that say things like, only allow me on this certain app for 20 minutes a day, or things like that. Another thing that I recommend, especially if you're making it like a big writing day and you definitely want to be free from distractions, is to just unplug your router so that you can't get onto Wi-Fi. Turn your computer that you're working on onto airplane mode. Those can be really nice ways to avoid some distractions as well. Another piece of advice that I think is great, if you find yourself kind of just mindlessly scrolling like Instagram or things, if you turn your phone to black and white, it actually makes it a lot harder and a lot less enjoyable to just mindlessly scroll. You can even do things like setting your phone on certain hours to go to like really, really dim. And that can just kind of remind you, okay, this isn't as fun. I'm not supposed to be on here. Another tip, okay, so we talked about kind of training your brain to not need all these constant streams of data. We talked about making it hard to get distracted. Oh, another thing for just making it hard, especially if you're writing, just move your phone somewhere else. And that can have a huge impact just by that one thing. Take your phone to another room. The third thing I want to talk about is just setting some boundaries, and this is going to be different for different people. But if you have some boundaries around your kind of digital life, as well as like your social media life, your news checking, that can really help. So a big rule for me, I don't do this perfectly, but a big rule is like I don't scroll on my phone in bed. That can be a really nice rule, and I'm not saying that we all have to do these exact same rules, but just coming up with some boundaries that work for you. So maybe it's you only check news once in the morning and once in the evening, or you don't check your email on weekends, and people just kind of know whatever rules are going to work well for you. It can really help to set up some of these digital boundaries. And then last, I just want to talk about kind of knowing yourself and being a little bit intuitive, because some people can mindlessly scroll Facebook for an hour and they come away feeling relaxed and rejuvenated and like they've had some connection to people. And that's totally fine. That's basically what Facebook was made for. Other people can get on for 10 minutes and get into like 20 different arguments with people, or same thing with checking the news all the time. For some people, being up on current events, having a really good feel for what's going on in the world, it can make you feel empowered, it can make you feel informed. Whereas for other people, it just makes you feel scared or angry or anything like that. So I encourage you, whatever you are doing online, to just ask yourself, is this something that is leaving you kind of energized, or is this something that's making you feel really, really bad? So like with Instagram, for example, some people love Instagram because they feel inspired by seeing the success of other people. And some people look at Instagram and all they feel is like horrible jealousy and like, I hate my life because it doesn't look picture perfect. So you really just need to kind of see what your digital life is doing for your own mood, for your own creativity, and then decide kind of what what boundaries you want to set in place for yourself. So that is it for today. I hope that everybody is enjoying a great weekend. I hope that as life is kind of slowly, maybe kind of sort of starting to look more normal for some people in some parts of the world, I hope that you're able to just kind of embrace the excitement, the just enthusiasm that comes with spring and new beginnings. I hope that you stay super focused on whatever writing project you are working on, and I wish you health and safety, and just am thankful that we can be here and chat. So thanks for joining me.